Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try it for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the brand or the House of Lanvin. House of Lanvin is a French brand and they've been around for a very long time, I think around 100 years or so, and they have quite a extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, some for ladies, some for men, probably around 30 or 40 of them altogether. And this one in particular is called, goodness me, French with their names. This one is called Lanvin Eclat or Eclat, sorry about that if I'm butchering the name. So Lanvin Eclat de Arpege, Arpege pour Homme is EDT 100ml. In United Kingdom you can find it under £30, and I was very curious because this one is supposed to be a flanker or a replacement of the Lanvin Arpege pour Homme, which was discontinued unfortunately a few years ago, and that had a big following and a very cult following to it. I smelled it myself a few times, but I never had a bottle of it, and it was an absolute gorgeous fragrance. So let's see how this one stack up. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons, show me love, and do me a favor, like, subscribe, which is free, share this video with others, comment. All these things will help this channel, to help me to survive, to keep coming back for more videos, to stay in this endeavor for longer. Thank you very much for your support, and let's go. So how do you open this box? This is the curious. Oh, okay, so it opens like this. It's like a gallery. It's a plastic, and the bottle itself like that, and this one goes back again. Okay, so it's a plastic gallery. It's not bad, but I'm not a big fan of things like this because they break easy, and sometimes they're quite dangerous. You know, they become a sharp object as well. I can see a little bit of broken glass or plastic inside there, which is quite sharp already. Anyway, so it is what it is, but I prefer cardboard, something like that, which is much easier to handle and also safer, and also is better for the environment, and you can recycle it much easier. Anyway, so the presentation is very simple, it's very minimalistic, and the bottle itself, it's okay, it's not bad. I'm not again big fan of this kind of bottle. I like them either you know, simple or something you know, more elaborate, but this one is okay. It looks a little on the cheap side, but not bad. So the bottle is okay. The cap is plastic and is not very heavy. The atomizer is modern and it's a dark silver color. Here we go. Alright, the atomizer is not bad. It's not, but it's okay. It's not bad. And the cap doesn't stay there either. Look at that. Alright, overall it's quite cheap looking, but as always I say in my videos, give me the simplest packaging, but give me the best juice, and I'll be very happy. If you give me a super elaborate over the top packaging and you don't give me a good juice, it'd be a waste of time, waste of effort and waste of money. And in this case simplicity is fine as long as juice is okay. Alright, let's see. Wow, it's already filling the room. Ooh, very aromatic, big lavender. Ooh, citrusy, fresh, clean, herbal, green, a little bit of muskiness to it, a little bit of aquaticness. Okay, here we go. First impression. Hi. So how should I put this? Smells quite generic, but smells good. Okay, it doesn't smell bad. It smells good. It smells actually quite classical. It smells on 80s and 90s perfumery. Smell in here quite classical, quite on the masculine side. Yes, I would say it's not super masculine because it's got some floral aspect in here. Yeah, some floral aspect, not too much, just a hint of floral, maybe white floral in here. But I'm smelling a big lavender and a violet leaf. So the violet leaf and lavender here are giving it very big aromatic feel. It's quite aquatic. Yeah, so it's a watery aspect to it. Where does that come from? Is it there's no, it's not oceanic, it's not salty, but it is watery in the same time. Herbal green. Yeah, definitely herbal, definitely green, aquatic. So it smells in a way that it's been done before, obviously, yes. I'm not saying this is a copy of anything, but it is very familiar. It is very, quite safe, quite done before, and very familiar to me. Smells like, yeah, it reminds me of, to some extent, don't quote me on that, to some extent it's not a copy or anything, just in the same genre. What was it? Azaro Chrome, the original. Yeah, Azaro Chrome, to some extent it reminds me of that one. What else? There are a few fragrances that it reminds me of, but I can't pinpoint them right now. To some extent, maybe Nautica Voyage. Yeah, a little bit of Nautica Voyage in here, a little bit of Azaro Chrome in here. What else? Smells very familiar to me. Okay, so basically it's going that, what's the name? Eblim by Mont Blanc. Eblim by Mont Blanc is similar to that one as well, so you can tell where it's going. So Eblim by Mont Blanc, Nautica Voyage, some similarity, Azaro Chrome, some similarity in here. So it is aquatic, it is manly, it is quite masculine, it is spicy, but the fresh spiciness in here, yeah, it is mainly green and grassy and herbal, and also a little bit of floral in the mid to give it a little bit of softness, and also that aquaticness in here is quite watery. A little bit of citrusy in the beginning, not too much. I'm smelling something like apple in here, a little bit of appley feel. Yeah, a little bit of apple feel to it as well. Overall, it's a nice fragrance. It smells good. It smells actually nice. It smells maybe even great for some people if you like this kind of fragrances. But to me, it doesn't replace Arpege by Lanvin, because that one was beautiful. It was quite on the artistic side, quite unusual. But this one is quite generic, quite mainstream. If you go to any shop, you find fragrances like this quite easy. I'm not saying it's disappointing, but I'm saying it's nothing special in here, okay? From House of Lanvin, I'm expecting something a little bit maybe more artistic, a little bit unusualness, but they went for a very safe fragrance, which is understandable. They want to sell, because the reason they discontinued Arpege, probably they didn't sell enough. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. Okay, on top we have orange mandarin, lime and bergamot. Yeah, it is quite zesty, it is quite fruity, and also that apple in here, which is not mentioning. Little of apple, green apple smell to it. Definitely zestiness to it, which is a combination of these three: mandarin, lime, bergamot. Yeah, they are there. Okay, so they're mentioning violet leaf. Yeah, violet leaf is big in here, but the violet leaf in here doesn't give it that petroleum or gasoline feel or anything like that. It's quite fresh and safe. So the violet leaf and jasmine and rosemary in the mid. Yeah, rosemary is quite apparent because it's quite herbal, it's quite green, and the jasmine giving it that little bit of softness in the mid. I'm not smelling the jasmine that much. Yeah, it is there, but it's not too much. It's not overpowering. The violet leaf and lavender by far are the biggest player, which I'm mentioning the lavender, which is funny. In the base we have musk, cedar and sandalwood. So you can tell, you know, even the note breakdown is very generic, it's very simplistic, it's quite straightforward, it's quite safe. It's nothing here to give it edge or artistic or anything like that, which is okay, because you know you don't want artistic fragrances every day, do you? So sometimes you need fragrances like this just to put on and go and not think about it. This is very, very easygoing. It's very universally paleted, although it's got a little bit of matureness to it because of that classical feel to it. I would say maybe 25 and up to in the safe side, and also definitely masculine, but in a way, because it's got some elements like floral in here, which is jasmine, not too much, but giving it a little bit of that unisex feeling as well. So it could be used by ladies as well if you like this kind of fragrances. In terms of occasion, this is Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, anything you want. Just one of those. You can use it anywhere, anything, anytime. In the base, so we have musk, cedar and sandalwood. The musk and the sandalwood and cedar giving it that woody base, which is quite nice, smooth. Overall, it's quite smooth. Yeah, it's very smooth for a you know, this category of fragrances. Usually this category of fragrances, when they open up, they have a little bit of sharpness, they have a little bit of harshness to them. This one didn't do that, so for that you have to give them the prop. There's a perfumer for it, I think, somewhere mentioned. Where is the perfumer? Is there a perfumer? Yeah, there is a perfumer for this, which is Sonia Constant. So Sonia Constant, I'm not very familiar with the hair work, but obviously because there is a, you know, perfumer behind it, which is, you know, at least then mentioning the name of that perfumer, you can tell there is a knowledge behind it. Although overall it's quite a simple fragrance, but it's done to a very good standard, and you can tell that there is a quality of knowledge, and also the quality of putting it together, blending it in a way that it's very palatable and it's nice. So overall, what do I get from this fragrance? It's very citrus in the beginning, it's very zesty, it's very uplifting, it's very happy, it's very bright. Overall, I categorize this fragrance fresh to semi-fresh, and it's quite woody in the base, and the woods are very clean in here. See the sandalwood are combination, which is quite nice, but it is very smooth in the same time. It's quite aquatic and giving you that aquatic feel, which is that but it's not oceanic, it's not salty, it's just an aquatic watery feel to it. It's fresh, spicy, mainly coming from the herbs, especially that rosemary, and it's very, very aromatic, coming from lavender and the violet leaf here together, giving it the aromaticness, which is that I'm mentioning the lavender. By far the lavender is the biggest player here at the moment, but they're not mentioning lavender. It is a little bit of muskiness overall to it, not too much, but the musk in here is very clean again. Hint of powderiness, little bit of green, grassy, herbal feel to it as well, and the jasmine in here giving a little bit of flat white floral feel, which is softness in the mid altogether. So if you like the fragrances that I mentioned earlier, Nautica Voyage to some extent, Azaro Chrome to some extent, Eblem by Mont Blanc to some extent, maybe even Lacoste White to some extent as well. It reminds me of that one for some reason. So it reminds me of these four to some extent, but again, it's not one-to-one to any of them. Then I don't think they're copying anybody. It's just this genre of perfumery. When you make perfume and fragrance like this, you immediately, your mind goes to the fragrances that are already in the market, that already been done before. So if you like these kind of fragrances I mentioned, you will like this. If you don't like those fragrances I mentioned, probably you won't like this. This is very easygoing, very happy, easygoing. It could easily be casually used, gym, work, going to the supermarket, things like that. It's very, very easygoing, but it is done well. Yeah, it smells great. So it smells good. Yeah, I can't fault it, but I was a little bit I won't say disappointed, a little bit. I was expecting a little bit more, because there's a Arpege name on it, and I know the original Lanvin Arpege Pour Homme, which was beautiful fragrance, and this one, the Arpege name, they should have just called it something else. For that, because it's got is indicating, or it is suggesting that is a replacement or follower or a flanker of Arpege. That's why it's a little bit misleading, because again, that one was a different league altogether. So if you are expecting Lanvin Arpege, forget about that. That's nothing to do with that one. Although it's got a name of Arpege here, it's nothing to do with that original one. But if you like this kind of fragrances I described, and I mentioned a few fragrances which are quite similar to those, then you will enjoy this. For a price you can't afford it, under £30 is very, very good. At the moment it's feeling the room, feeling the house is very, very strong. So in the next video I'll let you know the longevity, the development, things like that. If it lasts good time, then we have a good bargain on our hand, because under £30 smells great. Yeah, let's see what happened in the next video. Thank you very much, guys. If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This one, let's see if it's a hidden gem in terms of performance. If you want to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. There are 20 of them in my lineup. They are all true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are super high quality, ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great, they are artistic, unique, and they have a big personality, because I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that's why the ratio for what you pay and what you get is ridiculously high. Okay guys, thank you very much as always, and I'll see you later. Bye.